What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Friday, May 17th, and lots of things happened in the news. So, just a quick recap of the week. Let's talk about some video game news like I like to do every Friday. This week saw the release of Rage 2, and this one got me a little. I felt hypocritical. I had a lot of mixed feelings about it. I believe 3 weeks ago, I was somewhat poo-pooing Days Gone because it came out with a 72 Metacritic score. Couple of the reviews I read said it had a pretty meh storyline. I always knew I would pick up one, either Rage 2 or Days Gone, and I ended up picking up Days Gone. Or no, sorry, I ended up picking up Rage 2, which I will be playing after this recap. But I'm trying to figure out why I did that, and so I have a few ideas. For Days Gone, again, I was trying to compare it to The Last of Us, and for Rage 2, I wanted to play an open world Doom. I wanted to play Doom, but an open world and a first person shooter. One of the things that came down to it too is like perspective. I like playing first person shooters better than I like playing third person shooters. I like Bethesda a little bit better than I like Sony. And that's, a lot of that came down. Those are the things that went into my buying decision. Rage 2 is sitting at a 73 Metacritic. But overall, I've played a little bit. The shooting is very crisp and clean, like in Doom, the most recent release of Doom. And so yeah, that's the one I ended up picking. So yeah, overall I'm having fun with it. Both of them are open world post-apocalyptic games, and so it could go either way. And for me, that decision just kind of led me to Rage 2. Maybe I've got my blinders on and I was going to buy one of the two, and since I didn't pick up Days Gone, I bought Rage 2. But yeah, overall I'm having fun with it. I like first person shooters, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. But if you ended up picking up Days Gone, maybe I have to play both and see which one is actually better, since they both launched around the same time. But yeah, so let me know what you think. I saw a few articles about their DLC plan. I haven't checked that out yet. Some people were complaining about not giving a full game and releasing it piecemeal, like has been a trend in the video game industry recently. But yeah, overall, it's got a big open world that I've been driving around and shooting stuff in and having fun with. So it kind of lived closer to my promise of open world Doom than Days Gone did to being a Last of Us game. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you bought anything. Which of the two you bought, if you bought anything. Moving on, that was my recap for Rage 2. Sony and Microsoft are working together. I will repeat myself. Sony and Microsoft are working together on cloud gaming. Microsoft has been working with its Azure. What was the technology was called Azure or something like that. So Microsoft has a really strong cloud gaming platform. PlayStation has PlayStation Now, and I think both of them are trying to figure out this like diskless solution, like Xbox has already done with its Xbox One S diskless. That's a hard word to say. But yeah, so both of them working together. So the console war is over. You can tell me who the victor is. I think it's Nintendo. But yeah, the two rivals are working together. Now, if they could just get cross-platform gaming working, then everything would be hunky-dory, and you can play games on whatever console you want. Moving on, Starbreeze, the company I know from Days Gone. I think they're the publisher for Days Gone. They're in dire straits, and I believe I saw an article. They said they lost like $10 million, in their annual recap or something like that. And then I think I saw Rockstar bought some properties from them or something else. But yeah, Starbreeze. I know them from being the publisher on Dead by Daylight. But if you know them from a different game, feel free to leave it in the comments below. But yeah, they're not doing too well from what they posted about their annual profit share. Moving on, huge announcement: Minecraft augmented reality game is coming into the world. I didn't think I saw a date for it or anything like that, but Minecraft, the biggest property, probably the biggest property in video games, or at least the most sold game in video games. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that either. But Minecraft, everyone's heard of it. It's coming out with an augmented reality game. They tried doing HoloLens when Xbox was trying to do HoloLens VR stuff. And so I think this is just kind of like a port of that over to the cell phone. So yeah, pretty much, I think a bunch of the articles I read were said, Minecraft, but Pokemon Go, this is gonna be great. I don't know how, I don't know what like the main core gameplay loop will be, but I would assume that people want to build Minecraft stuff in the real world. So that should be a fun thing to check out, and could be really big for games. If Pokemon Go is big, Minecraft is maybe a bigger video game property, and so merging those two kind of concepts. You've got Wizards Unite coming out in a couple months, and Harry Potter being one of the biggest IPs out there. So yeah, a lot of I feel like a lot of things have entered the AR space, and maybe it's a little diluted now with The Walking Dead and Ghostbusters both being in, both having augmented reality games. So maybe it's diluted, but hopefully Minecraft AR can give us another Pokemon Go like sensation, because that's always good for video games. Title also launching this week was Plague Tale. Plague Tale Innocence was like this weird kind of like stealth game, I think. Stealth/puzzle game with like massive rats. It's been flying pretty much under the radar, but it launched this week, same day as Rage 2, with an 81 Metacritic. And I hear the storyline is phenomenal for it, so could be one of those narrative-driven story games that I pick up. I was recently looking at the game slate for summer and noticing that it is quite barren, like it usually is. So this might be one of those games that I pick up during the summer to get me through till the September Q4, kind of when all the other big games come out. But Plague Tale looks good. Tell me what you think. We got the latest Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 clan was announced this week. It was a showcase of the Toreador clan. And every time I hear like words associated with the Vampire the Masquerade, I just remember how much like influence I had with it. I just remember how much fun and all this other kind of stuff that I had related to the Vampire the Masquerade IP. So really glad that we got something. The Toreador is I think there's like 7 clans in Vampire the Masquerade. I can't name them all off the top of my head, but we've already seen ones for Brujah, which are like the strength and the fast and strong vampires. You have the Tremere, which are like the blood magic. You had another one that I don't remember what they were called. And then you had Toreador. Toreador is the closest to human. So like vampires in this universe exist on this like spectrum of like, mostly human and like mostly beast, and everybody else falls in between. And the Toreador were the ones that are closest to human. But I'm really glad they're like trickling out this content. I wonder what they're gonna do as they approach their Q1 2020 release date. But yeah, they're slowly trickling stuff out, hopefully building awareness. And then after each video, there's always like a short gameplay of what the people in that clan or what that type of vampire can do. And this was like hey, look at me, influential, charismatic type vampires. So those, so we got another trailer for that. Moving on, Nintendo announced that it's going to be doing some vouchers You can buy two vouchers for $60 games if you are an online member, a Nintendo Switch Online member. So the math kind of that was the part that kind of freaked me out. Was so Nintendo Switch Online costs $20 a year, and then the vouchers for two $60 games cost $100. And I had a couple of friends who were talking about, hey, this is such a good deal. You can get Super Mario Maker 2, you can get, Breath of the Wild or Odyssey, both games I already own, and or any other $60 game. I think it was mostly Nintendo first-party titles. But for $20, you get access to a $100 voucher, which gets you two $60 games, which I don't see the value proposition, because that's $120. I can pay $120 to get two $60 games, most of which I already own. If you own a Switch and you don't already own Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, I question you owning a Switch. But maybe that's unfair. But yeah, I didn't see the value proposition there. Also, well, the one way I can see that you made money is Twitch, I believe, has a connection. If you connect your Twitch and your Nintendo accounts together, then you can get 3 free months of online. So then you're saving $20 on two $60 games. But yeah, I didn't see the value proposition, and I wanted to call that out this week. Last but certainly not least, there was a, quote, Skull for the Skull Throne sale on Steam on a bunch of Warhammer games, and I am a diehard tabletop Warhammer fan. And I scrolled through. I tried to see if Chaos Bane, their Warhammer Diablo-esque type game, was on sale, because I would definitely buy that at, if it was $10 off or something like that. But it wasn't on sale. But there's a bunch of other games. There was both Vermintides. There was Total War 2, which hardly ever gets discounted, so you might want to grab that if you're a Total War fan, or if you're a huge Warhammer fan like I am. But yeah, those Total War... the Warhammer sale is happening on Steam. And if you're a huge Warhammer fan like I am, you should probably go pick those up, because I think those last through the weekend. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. That was just a quick recap of the week. If you feel like I forgot anything, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Lots of stuff happened in video game news, and I only have a short time to talk to you about it. If you're watching this on my YouTube page, you're probably watching this on Saturday when I upload it. I appreciate you stopping by and watching it there. A thumbs up and a subscribe goes a long way, as I try to build up my count over there. And if you're watching this Friday live on my Twitch stream, I appreciate you being here. I always appreciate viewers coming by. And a follow and a subscribe goes a long way. I have a Discord now. Links to that are in the video description and below my Twitch stream. Yeah, all of that goes a long way to helping me continue to make these week over week. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a super day. Hope you have a super weekend. Hope you have a super day. Cool. See you next time. Bye.